Hi children, this tutorial is going to discuss about text align properties and border properties. So, the first property is text indent property. This can be used to indent the first line of a paragraph. So, this property can take either a length value or percentage value. So, this example gives a length value in inches to the property text indent. It is for the paragraph element. This is an example where the class attribute is initialized with the value indent, and this is the output. See, 0.5 inches of indentation is there in this output. And the next property is text align property, and the possible keyword values are left, center, right and justify. It is used to arrange the text horizontally. Default value is also there, that is left, and this is example. And the next property is float. So, this property is also used to specify that text should flow around some element. Element can be an image or table, and the possible values are left, right and none. None is the default value. So, an example is given here. In this example, an image is to be displayed on the right side of the display, and text should flow around the left side of the image. Let's see the output. So, this is the output, image on the right side and text on the left side, float around the left side of the image. So, this is the head section where the style rule is given for image element. Float is the property name, right is the value given. So, this is the image tag, source is given and alt is assigned with some value. This is the paragraph. So, the output looks like this. Then the box model. So, the box model explains the technical names such as padding and margin related to an element. So, virtually all the document elements have borders. We have discussed about the border attribute of table tag while we discussed the XHTML, but here it is said that all document elements have borders with various styles. And what the padding is, the amount of space between the content of an element and its border is known as padding, and the space between border and an adjacent element is known as margin. So, this picture explains padding and margin. This is the content, inner edge, the space between border and inner edge is called padding, and space between border and the outer edge is called margin. So, every element has property border style. So, the first property is border style that controls elements content, whether the element's content has a border as well as specifying the style of the border. So, CSS provides several different border styles like dotted, dashed and double. These are the keyword values for border style. And the default value for this is none, because the contents of elements do not normally have borders. And the styles of one particular side of an element can be set with property names such as border top style, border bottom style, border left style and border right style. Border width property, and this is used to specify the thickness of the border. So, the possible values are thin, medium, thick or length value in pixels, where medium is the default value. So, setting border width sets the thickness of all four sides of the element. If you want to set a particular side, then you can use property names such as border top width, border bottom width, border left width and border right width. And the color of the border is controlled by the property called border color. And here also we can set individual borders, color for individual borders through the properties called border top color, border bottom color, border left color and border right color. So, this is an example. So, here this is the head section where the style of the table tag is given in property values property value pairs enclosed within curly braces, top width, top color, top style and bottom style are specified. And this is the paragraph tag. Paragraph element also have border attributes. So for that, border style, border width and border color attributes are specified here. So this is the body part where we have the table with the border attribute. This is the attribute associated with the table element. It is assigned with the value 5, and this is the column headings, and the next the row heading break first, and then comes the data for 3 column headings, and this is the next row heading is lunch, and this is the data for 3 column headings. The third row is dinner. Okay, so this is the paragraph content. Now let's see the output. See, 3 column headings and 3 row headings with data items. Okay, the border properties override the original border. So in this example, we have a border attribute with the value 5 pixel. So but the top and bottom borders are replaced by the styles specified in the head section. So if the border attribute had been left out of the table element, the table would have a top border and bottom border only. It would not have left and right borders, nor would it have borders around the cells. So if you want to have such properties, we can override the style specified in the head section with the attributes of a typical element. That's all. Thank you.